It's kind of torn up here where we don't have any striker plates. Okay, this is a striker plate for the middle latch right here. When this home was built, it wasn't required to have tempered safety glass in the side lights. Okay, when this home was built, it wasn't required to have safety glass in the door light. And our windows have been kind of remodeled here a little bit with some plastic wood, and all of our windows have been sealed. All of our cords have been painted. All of our windows have been nailed shut. All of our windows have been painted shut. We do not have 6 foot 10 inches of headroom right here. This handrail is too low and it's not graspable. These spindles, the balusters is the proper name for these. They're too far apart. They're too wide. A little bit of cracking. When our smoke alarm gets yellow like that, it's the polys inside of it. They were designed to get yellow like this. When it's yellow like this, it's exceeded its economic life. It's telling you that it's time for it to be replaced. Okay, it has aged out. It's done everything it's supposed to do. Replacement is the only option. Coming up, open handrails. We got massive storage inside of here. Storage on the walls, storage in the middle of the floors, dressers, beds, desks, files, business, industry, exercise equipment. Everything you can imagine that'd be behind that door is behind that door. And that door, by the way, swings open on its own accord. Now, I did a cursory measurement of the floor, and not being an engineer, and also knowing that an engineer, a foundation company has been evaluating this property along with me, and so they've got other reports. They sent 2 people in the crawl space, and both of those people probably, I know one of them did, but went farther than I did, and so that's the access to it right there. There's a door that goes into the laundry equipment. Come downhill into here. And these French doors, I think some of them I saw had tempered safety glass in them. And I'll take a better look. Well, why don't you take a look now, bud? Okay. Do that. You can do that. Oh, I just find this flashlight. I had too many flashlights a minute ago. That's weird. I'll get one. Tempered safety glass, just like that other one. There's tempered safety glass over there. What if it's on the sides? The side lights don't look like they have tempered safety glass, just the French doors. But the side lights do not have tempered safety glass. Moving along, movement, movement, movement. Lots of movement, movement, movement. Come through here. And inside this little closet here, that is the downstairs indoor air handler. The disconnect's hanging off the side. It will not go in the cool mode. Air filter's added, a 16 by 20 air filter added. And I can't get to that, but there should be in there somewhere. This is return air. The return air plenum should be lined with a pan. It probably isn't, but I can't tell you that it isn't because I can't get in there. And then this is the laundry, for lack of a better description. Laundry sink. Claims to be GFCI, but so does the kitchen. There's receptacles in the kitchen that have that same little sign on them that says GFCI protected, and they're not. We don't have a trim ring right over there. There's an air admittance valve. But for whatever reason, they pulled it over here so they could get the drain to go in the sink. Well, why would they do that unless this drain has problems? It wasn't working. That's the only reason I would imagine. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's the only reason I can imagine. Coming on along, So got some linoleum back here. This is the kitchenette. This drain is slow. This garbage disposal is clogged up, so I did not operate the dishwasher. I ran it. I mean, I went through all the cycles. I did the, it does respond. The dishwasher does not have an anti-siphon device. It's not GFCI protected. The food waste disposal is not GFCI protected. It's half horsepower. These say GFCI protection, but they don't have it. You don't have GFCI here. You don't have GFCI here. You don't have GFCI there. This is the only place you have GFCI in the kitchen that I was able to find. The range does not have a lockout on its circuit breaker in the load center. And the range is not GFCI protected. The cooktop is closer than 24 inches. Check with the manufacturer. The microwave does not work. It does not heat up food. And depending on what LED is on here, because when I started at 350, well, I can just do that. Do bake. And do that. And see the little diode that's missing right there? Stop, clear. Okay. This light is too close to the bathtub. Alright? Just think of the electricity. There's your bonding. I already have a video about this, but I didn't mention the light. I did not mention the light. And I got a couple of videos, I guess, I got some images, infrared images showing how the hot spots on this roof. Yeah, we do. Coming in, this is the back door, and this back door, man, you gotta check this thing out. It's bowed. What? Is that bowed? The door's not really bowed. That's the insulation that's bowed. I thought the door was in worse shape. I'm not going to say the door's in good shape. Closes on its own accord. Okay. Daylight. Threshold. In fact, let me get that note in here a little bit. Back door swings closed on its own accord. Coming in. And even more storage than this is upstairs, by the way. And we already talked about the lights. And then coming in, ceilings, we just got a little bit of... Oh, got another smoke alarm over here. That's good to have, but it's no good. It's when they get yellow like that, they're supposed to get yellow like that. They're designed to get yellow like that. The poly's in there. So when they do that, you know that it's aged out. It's exceeded its economic life. It needs to be replaced.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes, ma'am. I wouldn't count on that smoke alarm because nobody else is. Okay.
It worked about a year ago. We used to have a fax machine right here, like one of those big commercial ones, and it started giving off smoke, and it went off.
Well, good.
But
don't count on it. Don't count on it. Don't rely on it. Yeah, I'm glad that it worked for you, but it did more than it was ever expected to do already. Okay, got a little bit of wrinkled carpet in here. Again, the windows aren't working. Fireplace. The fireplace liner, the bricks are falling out from inside. This fireplace is not safe to use.